milk sour candy breakfast.
You want to ride this morning? I'm about to take some of those guys out.
I'm not quite ready yet.
No, he shot it, and the first time he went off, he was like, holy! Boom, 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 boom! He was pumped.
All right, we're hiking. Apparently we have a road walk for the first half of the day. We traded out Zinger for Zamboni.
Bye, Zinger.
Some sheep. Yeah. So hello, update. It's day 110. We left Lima. We got a ride from a shuttler. It's like 20 bucks a person, so that sucks, but that's okay. Can't expect, you know, free rides everywhere you go. And it's kind of chilly. It's like, it's 50 and it's windy. I thought it was gonna be hot today. And then the guy said they checked the weather and it was like high of 70, which to us might be like a high of 80. Because out here in the direct sunlight, in the middle of nowhere, it kind of gets a little hotter. But it's supposed to be windy, and soon I guess we're gonna be ridge walking. The subo said there's not really a trail at all. So we'll see how that goes. Sometimes it's fine if the ground is not super like holy or uneven, but we'll see. Zinger is still in town. He had to wait till 8 o'clock for the post office to open, but he's gonna hop on trail hopefully soon after that. So yeah, we'll probably see him pretty within a few hours because he's fast. And yeah, we're shooting for 25 today because it's a decent camp area. But if for some reason that's not possible, we'll do 20. But yeah, we thought we would do this section in 4 days. Turns out it's 110 miles. So that would be an average of 27.5 miles per day, which is kind of a lot. But specifically, there's a lot of elevation. And we do not want to do that in all that elevation. So anyway, we'll see what we do. We brought an extra dinner and extra snacks just in case. If we can do it in 4 days, I guess, but I don't think so. I think it'll be 4.5. So yeah, let's go hiking. Still on dirt road. I don't know if you can see, I think you can see it. Look at those like smog lines, or I don't know, smoke just hovering in the air over there. The visibility is pretty bad. Just met this Sobo. His name is Ice Eater. He's from France. He said today for us might be rough because it's very, very windy up there. But he said after that it's okay. And he said nice videos to us because I guess he had to wait for his start date, so he was watching our videos, which is really cool. I'm glad he could get a idea of what's to come for him going south. And he's from France. Yeah, hello Ice Eater. Also, I think now is a good time to mention that I really appreciate everyone who watches these videos. It just makes it feel more like, you know, I'm not like wasting my time or anything, especially if people who are like about to hike the trail can see what they're gonna experience, or people who have loved ones on the trail can see what they're experiencing, and also our loved ones. So it just, yeah, it makes it feel more rewarding. And I love all the comments and people who are, everyone's really nice in the comments, very supportive. Just feels like we have a team behind us, so we love that. And let's all go to Canada. Up to the ridge line we go. Every time we go over a peak, as far as the eye can see, another one pops up. So beware of false peaks. We got these dry, ridgy, hill-like mountains. Now we're gonna go over to that ridge over there. And I think just, oh yeah, you can kind of see the trail over there. Walk along this whole thing, I guess. More ridge line. Up and down and bumps and bumps. So we're about to go down to a little water source. We're at 8,300 feet. It looks kind of like, I wonder if it's tree line due to elevation or just maybe water. Yeah, because we're not that high, but I guess it depends on who you ask. But there are trees down there. We are going 0.1 down off trail on an off trail journey to get the water, which sucks because we're gonna have to climb back up. Oh, you can't even see it. Yeah, we're gonna have to climb back up there, which is never fun. We need water. Wanted to show you our source. It is small, but it's mighty, and it's cold. Okay, we did the hike up. We made it back to trail. I forgot to record, but Zinger and Zamboni caught us and are at the water. And we met two other cool Sobos, Foggy and Treebeard. 9 miles till camp. And she's steep. Idaho, Montana, pretty cool. Got a wild ultra up there. This is the steepest, the longest, the steepest, the longest yet. Whew. We are here all the way in a faraway land, across ridges and whatever else. Our two young boys. You see them? Kind of by those little trees. So different. We just disrupted all these ladies. They were lying down, getting ready for bed, and now they all jumped up and sprinted away. Hiking into the late hours, 6 o'clock. Still got a few miles to go. It start to get a lot slower when you're at the end of the day. It's definitely scenic.
You having fun? Yeah, not too bad. didn't make the mistake earlier of following one of those silly CDT blazes.
Those.
You went to food school.
Hey!
Mind the guidelines.
Zamboni, just
He's just trying to eat his dinner.
be cool. Let him be. I want to see what he does.
I'm watching right here to see if he gets any closer.
You're gonna run away when you see Zamboni.
I'm a simple critter.
They got a chuckle. So.
It is very cold. It says it's 46, 47 in here, but it feels like it's 32.
Are you still
That's
having
cold.
steak problems over there?
Here I am.
It's cold.
Most of their length.
It's cold.
They're snagging on everything.
Good morning. It's Flotus and Zinger in the morning. We left camp and we immediately started climbing. And that's all I have to say. Turn around and see this sunrise. Everything's red from fires. It's neat. Whew. What? Oh, okay. Flotus and Hornet in the morning. Hello. So today is day 110, and it is the 3rd. Is today the 3rd? Maybe 4th of August.
It's the 4th.
The 4th. Wow, so soon into August already. Yeah, today we have the possibility of 2 different alternates, I guess. One that's longer, one that's shorter, and then you just have the regular red line. So we kind of need to figure out if we're going to do any of those, and we need to figure out if we're going to get to town in 4.5 days or in 5 days. So we have a lot to think about today. And yeah, we'll be in Ledore for our next town. And it's a lot of climbing this section. A lot of elevation gain and loss. So we're getting back up there in numbers. But yeah, okay, let's go. We're at the top of our first climb today. 3 miles from camp. I also forgot to mention, it's very cold. It's 48 right now, which isn't terrible. But last night, when I woke up in the morning at 5 a.m., it was 33 in our tent. And the whole inside was frosty. Yeah. And I couldn't even like use my towel to wipe all the water out because it was all frozen. So now we're gonna have to let our tent dry out at some point today. But I'll take the cold. I'll take the cold. I've been so hot and sweaty lately. So this area is called Red Conglomerate Overlook. And people say it's beautiful, but with the sun behind it and the fog in the air, or the smoke, you can't really see much of the detail. I mean, it's beautiful, but I don't get to see too much of it. Still nice though. It got a little breezy up here, so I put my jacket on. But I'm probably gonna have to take it off again. Anyway, Hornet and I were talking about this, and I was just wanting to say, for any future thru hikers out there, please don't get jaded. One, it just sucks to get jaded. So try your best not to get jaded. And by that I mean, like, you know, if you're having a difficult time, loosen up your mileage, or, you know, take an easier route or whatever, to not start to hate the trail. Yeah. Hornet and I got kind of jaded on the PCT because of all the snow, but we still tried to have a really good time, and we did. But we kind of regret, I mean, there's no regrets, but it kind of sucks that like we went through the snow when we did, because it did just make our hike and the rest of the hike really difficult. Anyway, try not to get jaded, and especially if you are jaded, don't like rub it into everyone else's aura or, you know, hike. Like, the reason we're talking about this is because there's some Sobos that we met, like, the day after we left West Yellowstone. And one of them was triple crowning, and they were only like 800 miles into their hike. So not very far in. We were about 2,000, and the guy who was triple crowning was doing it back to back to back. He did the AT 2 years ago, the PCT 1 year ago, and this trail now. But he was like, oh, it fucking sucks. And then he was like complaining about how it's really hard, and he's just trying to get this hike over with. And you're just like, you know, no one made the rule that you have to do it back to back to back, and you don't actually have to do it, surprisingly. Like, you made the decision to come through hike. Why are you acting like you're like being forced to do it? Yeah, so that was kind of annoying. But on top of that, also, you're only 800 miles in. Like, you have so much more of this hike to go. It's weird to like be over a hike before you've even gotten halfway through. Yeah. And then also they were just like sharing these things with us. And it's just like, no one wants to hear that. No one wants to hear your negativity. And also, they were saying like, the girl he was with had like just a lot of smugness on her face. I don't know, but she was like, hate to tell you, Idaho sucks. And it's just like, it's a weird thing to say. And also, I hate when people say like an entire state or an entire section sucks, because clearly that is not possible. There's gonna be nice areas. And if you want to like warn someone, which you shouldn't really be doing anyway, but if you wanted to, you could be like, oh, just so you know, really take in the views when you get them, because sometimes you're in a green tunnel, or sometimes you have a lot of PUDs. Like, but even so, I haven't realized that to be true about Idaho, and we are almost halfway through. And it's been great. Like, every day we've had views at some point during the day. So yeah, it was a weird thing to say, and I just want to warn people, like, try not to be that negative person on trail. And even if you're feeling those feelings, don't share them with other people, because you might, you know, you don't want to like smear their fun time or their idea of what a trail is going to be. And to be fair, I guess it worked fine for me, because I just had, I knew not to, I don't trust or listen to people who say any whole thing sucks. It's wrong. You can find beauty in anything. Like, even just the grasslands to me with no views at all were beautiful. Like, the way the sun hits the grass and the wind, it's just pretty. So yeah, but to be fair, I did have like, I lowered my expectations a bit. I was like, oh, okay, that kind of sucks. And I'm blown away. So yeah, don't be crappy on a hike, and try not to spread your negativity to other people.
I like the, what do you call it? I like a honey bun, but cold, they're fucking horrific.
Yeah, they really coat your mouth
I
when
don't
they're
like them at
cold.
all.
I would love a cold honey bun.
How are you feeling?
I feel like they
I
just...
feel really great now that I don't have to do 30 miles today.
Yay.
You've never had to do 30 miles. How's your coffee?
I made it really strong today, so watch out, everyone.
Yeah, it looks like
It's
very opaque.
Yeah, it's
You don't
good.
drink the ground.
Hornet's bed too.
It's instant.
It does look kind of like ground though.
That was a shit ton you put in there.
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah.
I found a lot of strawberries. Yummy. We are walking through a cow sagebrushy field on a hill. There's no real trail, so you just gotta kind of make way. It's not terrible, but it would be nicer to have a trail. Pretty much just grassland when we got to the top of this mountain hill. Moon's up there. Can you see it? Probably not. We're going off trail. Like 0.2 or something. There's supposed to be a thing called the Bone Hole, which apparently some people had heard about, like Ultra had heard about it before starting the trail or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's a cave hole full of bones. Let's go check it out. Apparently this is an old mining area. These rocks are very crazy and white. We haven't yet found the Bone Hole. Man, this is such white rock. I wonder what they're mining for. Look, you can see where it's like been just broken off and cut into. Hornet, what do you think they're looking for? Mining for white rock. Faux.
You find it? Bone holes right here.
Where's everyone else? Oh no, Zinger's gonna be bones. Okay, maybe we should go. Did you put your...
Huh?
Nothing?
You go all the way down there?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad.
What the hell? This is a bone hole I can barely see in there.
You gotta climb down.
What?
It's pretty easy to climb down.
I don't want to climb down. I want to stand from above and look at the bones. Where's Zamborini? He gave up? I used my upper body strength in the bone hole. I tested the grip on my ultras in the bone hole.
Today wasn't hard enough, so we climbed down into the bone hole.
You have a video?
Of course.
On extract.
Near in the sense that, yeah, it's within a quarter mile of it, but...
The bone hole.
Bone hole. 2 thumbs up.
Wow. We should rate it on Yelp.
So much you climbed back down a second time.
I did.
Yay.
From Idaho.
We could make it. We could make millions. Come on, Hornet, get out of the bone hole. We should have brought bones. I saw
did.
one today.
I brought so many bones. They are just, I'm using them right now.
Is there an opening at the bottom? There's random bird. Just slightly. Just open it and don't put your head in there. Yeah, okay, now put your head in there. Nothing?
baby buds.
Really? Probably shouldn't be messing with this then, but I'm sure they'll be okay.
There's 2 of them.
Oh, babies. What kind of babies are you? This road has turned into a bit of an uphill excursion. Still kind of the same terrain. We got Zamboni about to catch me. And then I don't know where Zinger is, somewhere along this road. Yeah. Zinger, he's our man. If he can't hike it, no one can. Go Zinger! We left Zinger because he's the fastest, and we decided that we would starve ourselves of water instead, except for Zamboni. He got water, like a smart person.
We're hoping that Zinger will give us some.
Yeah, do you have more water for us? I actually did take half a liter from
Did you
Zinger.
fill your scene rock? Is there water?
There's a little water in this one.
So, I have here for you a look into the mind of a thru hiker. And this stuff you have to think about. So, we did a 4-day, 100-mile stretch, so 25-mile, per day average to the last town. Then another 4-day, 100-mile stretch, allegedly, we should be doing in this town to the next town. And then we're like, oh, should we zero? Because we know we're going to zero in Anaconda, which is from where we are right now, 3 towns away. And it's like, well, we just had a zero 2 towns ago, so you don't really need a zero. We're probably going to need a zero by next town, but it doesn't make sense to zero next town because the town after that is Anaconda, and we're going to zero there. So, do we back-to-back zero, which doesn't make much sense, or zero now when we just had a zero 2 towns ago, and we don't really need a zero? And also, do you want to spend the money for that? But the next section, after this section, is a 5-day stretch. And so it's like, well, it's good to get a break and a zero before a 5-day stretch, because that's, kind of a lot of miles. Yeah, it's a lot to think about. And then people are like, oh, well, what if we just Nero into the town and then Nero out of the town the next day? It'll basically be like a zero. But then it's like, well, then we have to slow down on this section so that we can Nero, because it doesn't make sense to do, 4 days, turn it into 5, unless you actually start making the mile smaller now. And if you have a 5-day section coming up where you're going to Nero out of town, then you're actually kind of turning it into a 6-day stretch, because the 6th day is just a Nero. But still, then it'll feel like you're out. You'll be out for 5 nights straight without a bed. That sounds bad too. So it's just all a lot to think about. And now we have too many options and we're overwhelmed. So we don't even know what we're going to do now. We're just going to play it by ear. But that's the kind of things you have to think about. I like the open meadow tree lining look. It's pretty. I think that you can kind of see a line there where we're going up. It's great to see. After a long time coming, since we did a 14-mile water carry to get here, we arrive at Dead Man Lake. Dead Man Lake. It's beautiful. I don't know if you can see the color. Apparently we're gonna hike probably up that way. But we are all here. We have arrived.
We have arrived. Hemos llegado. This is a good swimming.
So, we are at Dead Man Lake. We decided to camp here. We got our tents in a row under these 2 very cool trees. So yeah, I get my way. We get to do a shorter day. Today we did about 24. Yeah. So we're gonna do tomorrow. We'll do 28 instead, and then we'll have 22 into town the next day. beautiful. Get a close up of the water. I don't know if you can see because I have my polarized glasses on, but let me see if I can try. Not use my polarized lenses. Look at how clear and beautiful it is. There's just fish jumping everywhere. So quiet here too. So, here's something pretty wild. Look at this. I picked this dragonfly up because he was in the water. I thought maybe he wasn't dead and he just needed to warm up. But I'm pretty sure he drowned a long time ago. But now, the ants are getting him. And look how strong they are. They're moving his head. Oh my god, it's crazy. Yeah, they're cool. They're a really good cleanup crew. Ants. They're going to take that head off soon. So the reason that we're able to only do 24 today is because we're taking a shortcut tomorrow. Yep, we're taking a shortcut. It's going to cut off like 5 to 7 miles. And yeah, it was kind of like Hornet and I we had a disagreement on whether we should do this 102-mile stretch in 5 days or 4. And I kind of wanted to stop doing 25s every single day and take it a little more easy with the higher elevation that we've been doing. And he just wanted to go for it. So it ended up being a good compromise to be like, okay, well, we'll do it in 4 days, but we'll take, 7 miles off. So it just eases the pain a bit and means that today we can kind of enjoy ourselves. We still did 5,000 elevation gain today, but yeah, so that's kind of, I don't know, something I guess we have eased up on a little bit. Towards the end of the hike is just if you find a way that works better for you to just do it. But anyway, yeah, I think it will be just as scenic, and there's supposed to be more water, so that's nice. And then we get to stay here at this awesome lake.